Many have come to protest, many to pray, but most have come to participate in what has become the best show in town.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
Just like to start this Friday with a quick correction. We always like to lead with our mistakes. This is from yesterday's show when I mentioned that the F the Mormons chant at Oklahoma State Wednesday night. When we talked about that, I mentioned that we'd hear some sort of half-hearted apology from the administration at Oklahoma State about 10 in the morning or so. Nope. I was dead wrong. As far as I can tell, they haven't apologized at all. So sorry for giving the Cowboys more credit than they deserve. If anybody can show or share the
apology,
the half-hearted apology, we'd love to see it, but I could not find a single thing about it.
The conference?
I apologize for their non-apology.
The conference?
The
did
conference,
their apology override Oklahoma's?
Investigating. Yeah, the conference hasn't. Yeah, they're investigating. So
what is there to investigate?
I don't know.
We have video
clear
evidence.
as you please. The game was broadcast, and so you should be able to find that somewhere.
Pretty very easily. I mean, pretty sure the conference saves all those.
Oh yeah.
One would think that they would have those already on file.
You would think. Apparently not.
Wow. Okay.
Another sports note: the Olympics start today. Do you ever watch them?
Yeah.
I do too.
I'm kind of getting into the Winter Olympics.
I love them. I love the Olympics. Michaela Schifrin is skiing in the Olympics for the U.S. for the fourth time already. Pretty cool. And she's only 30.
Wow.
Yeah. She started at 18. She won her first gold at 18 in the Sochi Games in 2014. Now, since then, she's become the best women's skier in history. Not just right now. In fact, she's won more Gold Cup or World Cup. She's won more World Cup races than anybody in history, man or woman. 108 World Cup victories. It's incredible. Previous record was 86. Fellow American Lindsey Vonn has 84 wins in her career, and she skis on Sunday. So the American women should be in really good shape. I haven't heard anything about the hockey team. Have you? Are they good this year?
I don't know.
Of course, it's NHL players now.
I don't know. I was reading about the ski jumpers. They were injecting their man parts to fly farther.
What?
Yeah.
How does that help?
The World Anti-Doping Agency has vowed to investigate.
They inject something into their
hydraulic acid
noodles, and that helps them fly
apparently
farther.
What happens is they do it before they get measured for their suit.
Yeah.
So that makes the suit bigger. And then when the man part goes down smaller, they're wearing a bigger suit, which helps them fly farther.
You got to be kidding. That's unreal. What other ways will they figure to cheat?
Know.
We don't have any Americans that win those, though, do we?
I don't think so.
I don't know that an American has ever won a ski jumping competition.
Yeah, I don't know. But I know Poland is
That's
big
a Japanese
at it.
thing. It's a Polish thing. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just letting you
knock yourselves out.
Something to look for.
Go take it.
As you're watching the ski jumpers.
Sure.
Okay. When you see a ski jumper and you say, that suit doesn't look quite as tight as the others, maybe he's an injector.
Okay. That'll be something to watch for.
And JD and Marco Rubio were there. You can play it, Joe. It does have an audio.
Oh, yeah.
They were there at the hockey team with the ladies playing, having a good time.
Okay. So the hockey team's already played?
Yes. The female hockey team already played yesterday.
Huh.
Yes.
Did they win?
Nah.
You don't know?
Nah.
Oh, we'll find out.
Look that up. I was just the other day, I watched.
The opening ceremonies are tonight, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The other day I watched a documentary. It's about an hour and 40 minutes or something on the 1980 Miracle Team. Just good. Really so great. Because nobody thought that these college kids could beat the Russians. The professional Russian team that everybody knew was paid by the state. They made good money. They were professionals. They demolished everybody, including The U.S. team, I think it was 10 days before the Olympics, they played an exhibition at Madison Square Garden and beat the U.S. Olympic hockey team 10-3. And then, of course, the Olympics came around, and we got into the medal round, faced the Russians in the first game of the medals round, and beat them 4-3. Went on to beat Finland 4-2 in the gold medal game, and won the gold medal for, I think, only the second time in U.S. Olympic history.
Nice.
1960, 1980.
Nice.
And that's the one where Al Michaels says,
the
"Do you
classic,
believe in
I
miracles?"
believe in Miracle Game, yeah.
So classic.
Absolutely.
So it'd be fun to see the U.S. hockey team win again.
Looks like the women's team crushed in the first game, so they did very well.
How much? What was the score?
5-1.
5-1.
Against
That
Chelsea,
is
yeah.
devastating
Yeah.
in hockey.
Yeah.
Hockey and soccer, you don't usually see
No, you don't.
You had to
that biggest
perform.
spread.
The
Those
vice
are crushes.
president and the Secretary of State were there, so you make sure you.
Right, and they
yeah.
score.
And they did.
Are they staying for the?
Yes.
Are they
Yes.
whole
They have-
games?
Oh, the
I
opening
don't know,
ceremony,
but
right?
I keep getting emails from the press pool that Marco Rubio and Vice President are arriving and leaving, and yeah.
Okay, so that's exciting. The Olympics get started tonight, and if you're into it, like we are,
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I like to see America do well.
You
Absolutely.
guys want to dominate.
Yeah, we never dominate the Winter Games, but we're a summer games.
Still.
We're a summer games country. So still, yeah, it's fun to see how many medals we could take away from. And Russia has been banned from these games. Russia
Good.
and Belarus,
Good.
both banned from the games.
Are they showing up under different names?
Nope, not even that. I don't think they're even showing up under a different name or flag.
Okay.
I don't think they were allowed at all this time.
Okay.
I think we're just done with them. So.
Because
Better end that war.
In the Fat Five, I mentioned a guy that was in the, I think the '64 Olympics. We'll get to it during the Fat Five, but it was the Soviet Union then
Yeah. Yeah.
that he was up against. Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
I just wondered if they're, is Russia under,
Remember when they went by,
Joe's country?
at first they went by, this was years ago, like 30 years ago, right after they broke up the Soviet Union. It was the unified team. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember then it was, I don't know, the Russian Federation or
I think that's
I remember
what it
the
was.
Federation.
Yeah, the Federation.
Scumbags from Asia, I think was one of
Yeah,
their
I think
names.
that was the other one. Yeah, right after that one. But it didn't last long, though. They changed it right in the middle.
Yeah. And then finally Godless Animals. And then
That one stuck
and
for a
then
while.
University of Utah stole that from
So
them.
that's ours.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to launch a copyright
Yeah,
violation lawsuit.
You don't get to do that, Ruskies.
So, yeah, that didn't last. But it was appropriate, I'll tell you that. So Trump announced TrumpRx. I guess it's underway.
It went live last night. Yes.
This is the website where you can get Ozempic, like a 4-month supply for $1.95.
$1.95. Yes.
Pretty
sir.
good deal.
$1.95?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
$1.95.
$1.95.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, I think.
No more
Well,
fat
it's a
people.
4-month supply. So, I mean,
I'm willing to
Usually
drop
it's-
$1 on it, maybe.
Usually it's $900 for that 4-month supply. So
yeah. So,
Yeah, it's $1.95. You'd be happy about it.
yeah. Anyway, here he is talking about it.
We're here this evening to celebrate the launch of one of the most transformative healthcare initiatives of all time. There's never been anything like it. Starting tonight, dozens of the most commonly used prescription drugs will be available at dramatic discounts for all consumers throughout a new website. It's called TrumpRx.gov. That's TrumpRx.gov. For years, politicians from both parties have promised to bring down prescription drug prices and make healthcare more affordable, but they all failed. It was all words as usual.
Yep.
They failed, and they failed badly. They tried doing this. Some of them, most of them didn't even try because they never really had a shot at it. But I'm actually getting it done, and it is done, actually. This launch represents the largest reduction in prescription drug prices in history by many, many times. And it's not even close. You're going to see numbers that you're not going to believe.
Awesome.
Good. So is this
That's
kind
awesome.
of a good RX sort
yes,
of thing?
it is a good RX sort of
Is
thing.
it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so
you get a promo code there, and then
You did a little coupon. Thank you for asking, Pat. You get a little coupon that has a little golden eagle, and it says Trump, and then you put that coupon code, and then boom,
it comes up as
$1.99.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's good. I love GoodRx.
And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, if I go to GoodRx, I can get the same price that I get at TrumpRx. Yes, because if you look at the top right, it will say TrumpRx.
Yeah.
It's already embedded into GoodRx.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. So you can get basically anything?
Yes, sir.
That's great. I've had such a problem with our new insurance company. This would be great. I'll just use this.
Yeah, TrumpRx.gov.
Yeah. GoodRx, TrumpRx. It's nice to have these alternatives.
The Wegovy pill is a little bit more than $1.95.
I bet. How much? Well, it's 100 and something, right? Isn't it?
It's normally, according to TrumpRx.gov, it's normally $1,349.02.
Yeah.
Here it's 89% off, $149, which is pretty good.
So it goes from over $1,000
Yes, to $149.
to $149. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
really
that
good.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people can swing that. Some probably still can't.
Sure, but still.
That's 1/10 the price.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's really good. That's really good.
Ozempic,
Of course, you still
yeah.
need the prescription, right? You can't just go to TrumpRx and get whatever you want without a prescription.
I don't know, but I'm going to try.
I was going to say, I'm just going to
try.
I'm just going to add it
I'll
to
let
my
you
cart. Yes.
Okay, let us know on that. Get back to us. Also, he was at the prayer breakfast yesterday, and he announced some new guidance on protecting prayer in schools.
We passed the largest ever expansion of school choice so that every parent has a chance to send their child to a school that shares their values. And today I'm also pleased to announce that the Department of Education is officially issuing its new guidance to protect the right to prayer in our public schools. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Good.
Should have never left.
Okay. He was on a roll yesterday. He called for unity and for Americans to pray.
To support this exciting renewal this morning, I'm pleased to announce that on May 17th, 2026, that we're inviting Americans from all across the country to come together on our national mall to pray, to give thanks, and we are going to do something that everyone said, like, that's tough. We're going to rededicate America as one nation under God. You know, a lot of people.
There you go.
Good. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's good. That's what I mean by. That's what I mean by the Spirit. It's so incredible to see it. I see it so much. I've never seen anything like it.
That's great, though. We're going to have a big national prayer event on the mall May 17th. And he's going to, as he mentioned, rededicate the nation to God. There's no doubt going to be some people upset with this.
Oh, well, I mean.
And I say tough. That applies directly under the Tough Act of 2025.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I thought we had a separation of church and state.
No, you thought wrong, because we don't.
Hold up, because I thought so
We
too.
don't.
So that's two people that thought there was some sort of church and
we
state
do
separation.
have a thing where we protect religion from the state.
Okay.
That's a thing.
Okay.
But as far as separating the two, where you can't mention one on government property, not a thing. Yeah, it's not a thing.
Huh.
But if you don't like it, just don't participate. If you don't believe in God, then don't participate.
Plus, we've gone down the timeline, really, and made the case that since they've taken prayer and the Ten Commandments, more specifically, out of schools, has it better or worse?
Or about the same? And of course, it is so much worse, and everybody knows it.
Of course it is.
The rest of us know that the only way we can heal this nation is to turn back to God. And that's what President Trump is. It's pretty amazing that he's doing this. God bless him for that. That's fantastic.
And he believes God has blessed him.
Yes,
to do
he does.
That.
Yeah.
He especially
really does.
after that assassination attempt.
Right. He says you can't have a great nation without religion.
I've always said, you just can't have a great country if you don't have religion. You have to believe in something.
Have you always
have to
said that?
believe that
Always.
what we're doing, there's a reason for it. There has to be a reason for it.
Yep. Exactly right. So good for him. Yes, let's renew our covenant with God. Can we do that? The one George Washington instituted
yes.
and Abraham Lincoln reinstituted, and now Donald Trump reinstituting it
do it
again. I'm all about it.
What a better way to do it on the 250th anniversary.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, our
Exactly.
founding fathers were, all their writings, all their speeches, everything was around God.
Yes.
Yes.
There's just no question. So if you don't like that, I mean, you don't like the founders, I guess.
Well, tough.
Yeah. And again,
Well,
tough.
Pat,
Exactly.
they own slaves. So what Christian owns slaves?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Christians of the 18th century owned slaves. So it's unfortunate, but it was a thing Great Britain thrust on us and got it so entangled in our economy that it took us some time to get rid of it. But we got rid of it faster than any other nation on earth. So, yeah. I mean, they started laying the groundwork to get rid of it immediately. But
Yeah, they didn't like it at all.
No, they didn't. And some of them were conflicted. Talked about Thomas Jefferson before. Didn't free his slaves upon his death, but you couldn't. It was against the law in Virginia when he died to free your slaves. So he didn't, because he couldn't by law. Because people always say, well, at least George Washington freed his slaves and Thomas Jefferson didn't. Yeah, you couldn't. You couldn't. But, I mean, these were inspired men. I don't care what you say about them. They were inspired by God. And religion played a huge... I mean, John Adams said that the Constitution is wholly adequate only for a moral people.
Right.
So, I don't know. They kind of understood the situation and our compact, our covenant with the Lord. He also joked about not sleeping on planes yesterday. Is this at the prayer breakfast?
This is still the prayer breakfast, yes.
You can go and sleep. We have quarters prepared for you. I said, no, I don't have to sleep. I've been on a plane sleeping for 20, I'm sleeping the plane. I don't sleep on planes. I don't like sleeping on planes, you know. I like looking out the window watching for missiles and enemies, actually. But he said, sir, we have a place prepared for you, and we can meet after you've rested. I said, no, let's go.
No, let's go. Let's meet now.
That's funny. Looking out the window, looking for missiles. And okay.
He's so good at that.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
so good at that.
He really is.
That's one of the reasons they hate him so much.
Yeah, because he's so likable.
Yeah.
And they'd never admit that, but if they'd give him half a chance, he could charm them too.
Yes, he could.
He could.
Yes, he could.
You'd at
And
least talk to him. I mean, he'd talk to you.
Mm-hmm. Just
He'd talk to you.
be a decent human being about it, and you might find a few things you like about him.
Right.
I mean, even we found something we liked about Barack Obama. That song he did.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, can you please
No, it was the
elaborate
song.
on that?
Yeah.
No, it
there were
was the
two
song.
things. It was the song.
The song? Okay.
Okay. The Al Green song.
Okay.
Something
And
else.
he was also in favor of the college football playoff system, which wasn't even a
wasn't the
glimmer
thing
in the
then. Yeah, it wasn't the
NCAA's
thing
eye
then.
by
Yeah.
then. So,
Wait.
yeah,
I've
two
forgotten
things.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
that's
two
right.
things have
Two
nothing
things.
to do with our country.
Well,
and him
no,
as
they
the
have a
leader
lot to
of-
do. Are you kidding me?
I beg to
the college
differ.
football playoff?
That has nothing to do
Come
with
on
our
now.
country.
That has everything to do with this
Stop
country.
talking immediately. That's part of the fabric of
It
America.
has nothing
You're
to do with-
speaking heresy. in
You
there.
are.
Wow.
Well, I don't, shut your mic off.
All right, let me tell you about Kexi Cookies. You can beat the clock still. UPS ground shipping for Valentine's Day has ended, but it's not too late. You can choose expedited shipping at checkout to ensure that Your delicious order arrives by the 14th, which, of course, is Valentine's Day. The seasonal special, try the Red Hot Velvet Cookie. We talked about that yesterday. It's a really decadent red velvet base loaded with rich chocolate and finished with a fiery red hot candy sprinkle. It's really delicious. It's that perfect sweet meets spicy cookie that I think it's surprisingly good. Plus, the hot chocolate's still available. Of course, the lemon sugar cookie, phenomenal. Got this customer review. It says, Jesus makes these cookies. We've purchased a few boxes of Jesus's cookies, and my household agrees that there is no other cookie better than Kexi.
It's a new ad campaign.
Yeah, right. Pat talks about the lemon sugar cookie. I could eat a dozen of those over time, of course, and they'd never get old. I know Jeffy will scoff at this. Yeah, he really will. But we cut the cookie into fifths.
Thank you.
So
Fifths.
my whole family can enjoy them.
Fifths?
Yeah.
I do
fifths.
4, and I'm like, wow, I think I'm pissed.
So even Chris is pissed.
I
I'm
know, it's
pissed.
just agonizing. All what you can do is give each person a cookie.
They finish here. Pat's wife, keep doing what you're doing. And you as well. Get these cookies while you can. They make a great treat for that special someone in your life for Valentine's. It's Kexi.com, Keki, Kexi.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed now continues.
You know, police in Minneapolis have been, in some cases, allowing those protester roadblocks to continue. There was one in particular that they were allowing, just standing around watching it, until the idiots doing the roadblock assaulted one of the reporters in the area.
Oh.
Then they finally removed the roadblock. I mean, it's despicable.
Just get rid of it. Tell
Get
them they
rid of
can't
it.
do
You
it.
show up and you tell them, get out of the road.
Take it down. You can't do it.
Don't have the authority to set up a checkpoint and do roadblocks.
I don't care if the other neighborhood people are bringing you
Don't
pizzas
care.
or not.
I don't care. It's illegal. And if it was us, we'd be removed immediately. We're going to set up a checkpoint to make sure you're a Trump supporter. We're going to set up a checkpoint to make sure that you're pro-life. We're going to set up a checkpoint to make sure that you don't like Kamala Harris. I mean, how stupid, how insane, and
Is
how
that a
illegal
cross
is this?
hanging from your mirror?
Oh, wow.
Is that a Jesus fish behind you?
Yeah, right. I mean, this is dangerous, illegal, unconstitutional stuff. And the police, in many cases in Minneapolis, are standing around watching it.
Yeah, they just don't want any trouble.
They're not doing a thing. I think in a lot of cases they agree with what they're doing, so
Yeah.
they allow it. Yeah, we're just going to watch it. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
And since we're talking about Minneapolis, yesterday, the Minneapolis Antifa man was arrested, picture 1. He challenged them to come get me, and he was got yesterday. And they did a raid in his apartment. And
What
they
was he
got him.
doing?
He was threatening to kill ICE agents.
Oh, wow.
And he said, I'm the Antifa man of Minneapolis. Come get me. And they did.
And
Then
they did.
Yeah, and they got the
How
the
great is
lady
that?
that broke in was the leader of the church break-in with Don
Yes,
Lemon too,
they
right?
did. The
They
leader,
arrested her.
yes.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
This is what needs to happen. And if Minneapolis police won't enforce the law, ICE is going to.
Right.
The FBI is going to.
And that's the thing. It made it look when they talked about bringing standing down, taking out 700 agents. It made it look like they were kind of bending the knee. But there's still like over 1,000 agents in Minneapolis, right?
Yeah, in fact,
I feel like there's like 1,200 or
Yeah, I
left.
think there's-
that was
Yeah.
the number.
2,300 because
Yes.
it was
Oh
3,000.
wow, even more. Okay, even more than that.
Yeah.
But I mean, because the 700 number made it seem like
It was a lot.
we were backing down, and we're not.
No, we're not. They
Yeah.
just didn't need 3,000.
Right.
That guy that we saw, the Antifa man, Kyle Wagner, he was arrested on federal cyber stalking charges after he made threats and said, "This is kill or be killed," towards ICE agents in a
My
TikTok
gosh.
video.
That is really bad. Really bad. And speaking of storming the church, AOC praised Don Lemon for storming the church.
Of course she did.
This is cut 12.
I just have to give my kudos. It is not easy. And, I know that Don is at the center of this, but, it affects all of our families. And so for you to stand up there and to be in this situation, I just want to commend the bravery of both of you. Just, kudos.
Kudos.
And the envy of everyone. Everybody wants a moment like that.
Not me.
So congratulations.
Thanks, Kevin Costner.
Oh, isn't that cute?
No, it's really not.
Isn't that cute?
I can't even
The
pretend.
love fest. Oh, my gosh.
Nauseating.
That is agonizing.
Absolutely sickening. She also used, I guess we don't have that segment, but she also said something about intimidation is an age-old tactic to qualm public dissent and outrage.
Okay.
To qualm.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Right. Because it's a noun, and it doesn't mean what you think it means.
Really?
Okay, it's not a verb. Okay, you can't use qualm as a verb. It's not one.
But she did.
And she did, because she's an ignoramus. That's why she did that. So I don't know if she meant quell.
You need to qualm yourself is what needs to happen.
I mean, squash. I don't know. What did you mean there? Who knows?
She has no idea.
She has no idea. Well, yeah, it's the same person that didn't understand the concept of a disposal in your sink.
That is absolutely amazing to me.
It's incredible. We should bring that video back.
We should bring that back.
People forget how stupid she is.
Yes. I mean, you think that can't be real, right?
But it is. And yet it is. Oh, speaking of which.
They know that they can't go after everyone with a cell phone. They know that they can't go after every single journalist who's trying to cover these stories. And so what they want to do is that they want to make an example out of one person that's highly visible or has a position of leadership like you or like Georgia Fort in order to get people who are trying to do similar things to self-censor, to self-silence.
Okay.
To be afraid that, well, if it happened to him, then it could happen to me, so I'm not going to do it. Because they know that we outnumber them and they know that they can't go after all of us. So I think I just want to say how important it is, the example that you're setting by not backing down.
She's the worst. She's trying to sound so intelligent.
I know. And
it's not working.
And her side is doing exactly as usual what she's talking about. They want to intimidate you and shut you up.
Yeah. And by the way, they do not outnumber us. That's nonsense. They're louder than we are.
Yes.
They've got no jobs, so they can be outside all the time.
Right.
Screaming at people
They do have
on
a job,
street corners.
Pat.
Well, that is their job.
Yeah, it is. They get paid to protest.
But
that's true.
But the real thing is that we're working.
Yeah. Right. We're busy.
We're not.
We don't have time to do this.
Not going out to protest.
Man. By the way, Kamala Harris, speaking of butt stupid people, Kamala Harris had a big announcement yesterday. This is fun.
Well, she did, because the day before, they announced that she was going to have this big, something was happening at Kamala Harris HQ.
And
then
here it is.
Madam Vice President, what's going on with Kamala HQ?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. I have good news. So Kamala HQ is turning into headquarters, and it's where you can go online to get basically the latest of what's going on, and also to meet and revisit with some of our great, courageous leaders, be they elected leaders, community leaders, civic leaders, faith leaders, young leaders. I'm really excited about it. So stay engaged, and I'll see you out there. Thank you.
Wait. Kamala HQ.
Yeah, it's now it's now transitioning to the headquarters. That's so great.
Now they
wait,
put
HQ doesn't stand for headquarters, so wasn't that to begin with? You're transitioning.
I guess not. No, and they put the new logo up for the website, Kamala HQ, and it has Kamala. I think we have the picture. Kamala headquarters 6'7".
Oh, right.
So terrible.
So terrible.
Trying to
horn in on
But it's still
that
HQ.
nightmare. Yeah.
Because HQ, I thought, was
headquarters. Nope.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Got a few tweets for you. New Bomb Turk tweets, I hope the Somali Olympic team doesn't cheat. Oh, I'm sure they won't.
No way.
No way will they do that. These are wonderful people who are the fabric of this nation, as well as their own. Yeah, yeah. The Pickled Squirrel tweets, not everything is available on TrumpRx so far, but they're adding new things every day. Yeah, I just looked for a couple of medications that weren't there, but maybe soon. We'll see. Anyway, Dalton Bell tweets, if Trump can bring back prayer in schools, that will heal our country. Hard to undo a Supreme Court ruling, though. Indeed. Pickapool, the Unleashed Pokemon. I hope they break out a protractor to make sure those cookies are, in fact, truly divided into fifths.
Right. Yes. I'll be so mad.
You want them to be equal.
Yes.
Here's a good way to keep them equal. Mm-hmm. Give each person their own cookie.
Not a whole one, though.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. All right. That's pretty radical. But
so before we, we didn't go anywhere, but before we stepped away from the broadcast microphone, we were telling you how smart Kamala Harris is and her team for switching their HQ to headquarters.
And 6-7, easy, buddy.
And then,
it's headquarters.
It's
6-7.
It's at headquarters 6-7, which is again butt stupid.
Oh my gosh!
But even CNN made fun of them.
Okay.
By the way, the handle they're using, you can see there. We're zooming in on it at headquarters_67. 6-7, as the kids used to say. Well, used to say a lot of things. And I think they also used to say, that's probably cringe.
And I want to point out a quick thing that they contacted Elon. They wanted at headquarters, and Elon said no.
Surprise!
Oh,
good.
Nice.
So this morning, I went and checked in and say, hey, let me see what their handle is. And I'm going to report to you guys that they changed their handle again. It's at headquarters 68.
Underscore.
Wow.
Underscore at the end.
So they got bullied.
Yeah, they got bullied into changing it.
They got bullied into changing it.
Elon wouldn't give us at headquarters. You have HQ.
Yes, you had HQ.
You're verified at HQ. What are you doing? That's your.
They couldn't figure out
account.
that headquarters.
No,
HQ stands for headquarters.
I think exactly. That's
apparently they couldn't noodle that out. The person who came up with in the first place, probably wasn't there that day.
Oh,
it couldn't explain what HQ means,
right?
And
could have said that's why we got HQ in the first place.
That's what it means.
What? Wow!
And just to give an update,
we're launching the new invigorated HQ. We're back in business.
Right. So now, don't look for it at headquarters 6-7.
No, don't look for
underscore.
It. No.
It's at headquarters 6-8 underscore,
yes.
Which makes a lot more
sure
sense.
Does.
And it's run by Parker Butler and Lauren Kapp.
Sure does.
Yeah.
And they get their funding from George Soros.
George Soros. What a stunning surprise that is.
Of course.
Huh. Okay. Well, let's check in with Jeffy now and get the Fat Five.
I can't believe people take money from George Soros, but George, I'm here for you. If you're just throwing out $500 million,
Cash App,
I'm here.
PayPal, which one?
Yeah, you know what? Just PayPal me. At Jeffy JFR. I'll look for it.
Pretty convenient.
I'll look for it in my account.
Okay,
no problem. Yeah, we do the Fat Five. The arms war is back on. Did you know the military arms war is back on? The last U.S.-Russia arms control treaty expired yesterday.
Oh, no.
So the New START treaty, signed in 2010 to limit the nuclear arsenals of former Cold War rivals, expired. And so now there's a fear of an arms war. So President Trump has hinted at wanting to eventually negotiate a new deal, as well to include China in the arms control discussion. But until then, We don't know. The buildup could be back on. And so be careful. Speaking of Trump,
don't push any red buttons
don't
in the
do
meantime.
It. Yeah,
Okay.
don't do it. If you're Trump, you're looking out your plane window.
Right,
You're
looking for
worried.
that missile.
Yeah, you're worried. I see where Ryan Ruth, I'm sorry, this story really has gotten no coverage, but Ryan Ruth, who was convicted of trying to assassinate President Trump on the golf course way back in 2024, was sentenced to life in prison. And now he's going to jail.
Life in prison.
Life in prison.
Without parole, right?
Yes.
I think it was without the possibility of parole.
That's correct. And his sentences for his other 3 crimes will run concurrently.
Okay.
So, the judge said, that's what you get. You're a bad person. Let's hope that plays out. That's not really a quote, but it's close.
It's a lot for a guy who didn't actually shoot
It
at
is.
him.
And
But
that was the defense.
He's planning it.
That was some of his defense, right? Is that he didn't, when it came down to it, he didn't do it. And that should have been the defense, actually. When it came down to it, he didn't do it. That should have been their game plan.
Yeah.
But
and it would have rhymed. And we know that rhymes work
rhymes
in a court
work
of
in
law.
court. Absolutely they do.
Yeah.
But then when he was sentenced, he tried to stab himself, remember?
Yeah,
He
with
went
a pencil.
crazy. Went crazy in the
Tried
courtroom.
to jam it in his neck, and apparently he missed the.
He did. He couldn't even get that right.
Couldn't even get that right.
Yeah. So you know what? Rot in prison.
It looks like he's going to.
Yes, it looks like he's.
What is he?
going to.
58, I think. And
I am not sure.
They were looking for a sentence of 27 years. Even that at 58 seems like it might be a life sentence.
Death sentence, yeah. But the judge was having none of it.
Yeah,
it was really. I was reading some of the transcript, and as he was reading he was reading the last moments, and the judge cut him off. It's like, okay, you got 5 more minutes.
Good.
I can't take any more if you're babbling.
Well, he's nuts. I think he's just plain crazy, right?
Yes,
I'm a little
it appears
surprised
that way.
He could actually stand trial.
It appears that way.
I thought he'd wind up in a mental institution. But,
right.
Okay.
And the trial had already. That was the end of. He was already found guilty when he started stabbing himself, losing his mind. So that delayed the sentencing until now.
Till now.
Yeah.
I think it was 2 days ago or something.
Yeah, a couple of days ago. Yeah.
Yep.
Congratulations to the top dog of the Westminster Kennel Club dog show, 4-year-old Doberman Penny. The Doberman beat the 3,000 other dogs to win Best in Show at the 150th Westminster Kennel Club at Madison Square Garden this week. She is the 42nd female to win Best in Show and the first Doberman since 1989. And the fun fact that I really just enjoyed this about the story is that her handler, Andy Linton, last handled the winning dog in 1989. He handled the Doberman that won in 1989 as well. So just a little fun fact from the Westminster Kennel Club dog show. So congratulations to Penny.
Yeah.
And fine. Stop asking me. The runner-up was Coda. It's a 5-year-old Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Took reserve Best in Show, okay? You keep asking. Fine. It's right there. There's Coda. Stop asking me about
I'm so into the Westminster dog show.
I know.
I'd like to know the top 10, actually, but apparently
don't get me started.
Have that.
I don't have that right now. I'll be happy to get it for you.
I guess I'll have to ask AI.
Congratulations to Brittany Mahomes, wife of Patrick Mahomes, who is not in the Super Bowl this year, but doing her part to stay Super Bowl relevant. Announced yesterday some personal news as she collaborated on her Instagram post with Sports Illustrated to unveil that she is donning the cover of the digital swimsuit magazine. So the real MVP of the game, Brittany Mahomes, the 2026 SI swimsuit digital cover star. So congratulations to stay Super Bowl relevant. I look forward to the entire photo shoot personally.
Of course you do. What a stunning surprise that is. What an upset.
Well, I just
wow.
let you know. Continuing on with Super Bowl weekend, we get stories about the stars that are actually in the game as well. And I see a story about the bloodline of Sam Darnold, the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. And in fact, our own Joe Cruz sent this to me. His grandfather, Sam Darnold's grandfather, was on the United States' first Olympic volleyball team, I mentioned earlier, the 1964 Japan Olympics. And the story only mentions how the U.S. drubbed the Netherlands in the first Olympic volleyball match win in world history. And his grandfather, Richard Bernard Dick Hammer, was there, which was awesome. It doesn't mention, though, that we did not medal that year, and we got crushed by the Russians. I'm sorry, the Soviet Union, and Czechoslovakia, and Japan. We tied for 9th out of 10 teams. And the Netherlands, we tied with the Netherlands for 9th because we beat them once. And South Korea, who didn't win a game, we beat them once. So that got us to 9th and them in 10th. I mean, we were terrible.
Our volleyball program has come a long way since then.
Yeah, I know. I'm still an Olympic athlete. I get it. I get it. It was just like, well, we'll just mention the first game. And we'll be, that's good. The story also goes on to say that his grandfather was forever immortalized as the Marlboro Man. There's a big big billboard in West Hollywood that, Marlboro. Now, this claims that this was out there in 1997. And that's his grandfather. Now, I could not find proof that that's his grandfather. I went through all the history of Marlboro men. And, many of them died of smoking-related issues.
No.
I know. This is
what?
Dude, are you serious?
Yes.
That's a true fact?
That is.
Then you checked that they died because of...
How
many of them died.
Ironic.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, there were a number of lawsuits as well. But I could not find any proof that was his grandfather. So I feel like, you know what, that's
maybe not.
That's my grandfather.
Yeah.
And I feel like you just say that's who it is. I did like the billboard underneath the Marlboro billboard there, though, that says, it's the earthquakes, fires, and riots that are real. Welcome to West Hollywood is the sign below it. That's awesome. Yeah. So good luck to Sam Darnold.
Nobody believes that's your grandfather because it's more likely your son.
For me?
Yeah.
In 1997? Come on, man. I was on my grandfather's.
Your great-great-grandson.
I was on my grandfather's knee at that time in 1997.
Okay.
He was telling me how he was Marlboro Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did his legs ever recover from that incident? Or
no, that's why he needed the horse. That's why he needed the horse.
All right, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
I don't understand.
Well, just sometimes, you're bouncing that kid on your knee. And
it could hurt.
Yeah, I don't remember any bouncing, to be honest.
I bet you don't.
He tried.
Speaking of one more Super Bowl prediction, the Gray Seal in Connecticut that has made a pick. Last year, we showed you the seal in Connecticut from this very same aquarium, but he died, or she died. They used a female. And so now they have a new one, Mikey, the 2-year-old gray seal at the Maritime Aquarium at Norwalk in Connecticut. And Mikey continues the tradition, began at the aquarium from Racel, the harbor seal who died this year. And Racel went out on top with a three-peat, correctly predicting the Super Bowl champs in 2023, 2024, and 2025 before she died. So Mikey stepped up into the spotlight and presented with 2 footballs, and this is what happened.
Ready, Les?
Ready.
All right, here we go, Mikey.
Mikey. Bring. Attaboy, Mikey.
Looks like Mikey is picking the New England Patriots.
There you go, the New England Patriots. Mikey has picked the New England Patriots football out of the water. So,
when you said a seal was predicting it, I thought you meant Seal, the musician, but that's not what you meant.
I don't even
he's
know
not the one.
Is he
picking.
still alive?
Yes, he's
Seal?
still alive. Seal is still alive.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't been relevant.
What?
In a long time.
Well, he was married to Heidi Klum.
That's been long gone, right? I mean, that's when he became irrelevant.
They're divorced.
When Heidi kicked him to the curb.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hell of a nice day. And I see here that Trump Accounts Super Bowl ad. So Trump Accounts is going to have a Super Bowl ad?
Yes, it will.
And it looks a little something.
Oh, wow.
Like this.
Dear America.
If I start investing when I'm 16?
9, 7. It could change my future. All our future. I want to be a nurse.
Go to college.
Be a businesswoman. I can save for a house with a trampoline. 2 trampolines. This year, every American child gets an investment account. And millions will be pre-funded. That's free money. We can all expand the American dream. Sign me up.
Okay.
All right. Well, there you go. Another commercial to look forward to. Really not engaging, but
if on these Trump accounts, if you get the, what is it, $1,000, right? And then you make the maximum donation, which no one's going to do. But if
If you were
you're
to
really
do that,
committed,
if you were to do that.
and if you were to do that, and by the time they're 18, they would have over $300,000 in the bank.
Why do I keep hearing like 700,000, 800,000?
I don't know. I heard 300,000 by the time there.
All right.
And so if you do the minimum, or if you, that's for the maximum. If you don't do anything, you just leave it there and let it grow. I think it's like 5,000 or something.
Okay, well, still, that's something.
Still, it's something. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure it's a super capitalist thing to do.
Right.
It seems like a somewhat socialist thing to do.
Does seem like that a tad bit. Does seem like that. But hey,
But I guess we're doing it.
Yeah, I guess we're doing it. It's
on.
already a done deal, like Donkey Kong. We have time for the extended movie trailer for Michael Jackson. It's really cool. Coleman Domingo as his father, Joe. Miles Teller as Quincy Jones. And Jafar Jackson, Michael Jackson's nephew, son of Jermaine, plays Michael.
This is cool.
And the extended trailer is here, and it's really cool.
Okay.
You're confident. You're strong. You're beautiful. You're the greatest of all time.
Let me tell you something. In this life, you're either a winner or you're a loser. Y'all want to work in a steel mill like me for the rest of your days?
No.
No, sir. Yeah, because I sure as hell don't.
Yeah, I don't want to work in the steel mill.
To fight for it?
Yes, sir.
I need to hear you a little louder. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes,
sir.
Ready whenever you are, Michael.
Quincy Jones.
Do you know what I'm after?
You want to be the biggest story in the world?
Oh my gosh, that album was so
We need to capitalize on Michael's success.
Every song, man.
Because the Jackson family is the brand. That's our Coca-Cola. Yeah. And we need to start selling. So I'm planning an international tour. This is just the beginning.
I need to think.
I told you what to think.
Boom. That's the thing right
I love
there.
my family. But I just want to do my own thing. Just have all these ideas in my head. Just got to get them out.
And do it, Michael.
And do it. And
Not a
he
little boy anymore.
did it.
We don't.
That looks really good.
It really does.
Obviously, they're not going to cover the whole. Hello to children.
Nope, they're going to blame
stage,
it. They're going to give it to make Dad the bad guy.
Yeah. Well, and I think he was.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I think he messed him up quite a bit.
Yes.
More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
Had to pull back the lever
I
on
mean,
that
sometimes.
one. Had to pull back the lever.
Sometimes
that wasn't going to work. You got to hit the abort button. Abort. Whoop, whoop.
I mean,
that would not have worked.
Well, it would have had you not.
Had I not been chastising Chris for being late again. That had to be at least
0
half a
seconds.
second.
0 seconds.
At least
my roster says
0.5
0.
seconds.
Nope. 7 0
No.
0 0.
Whatever
I was looking
whatever it
directly
was,
at it.
whatever it was,
It was
you were
too
upset
long.
about
Yeah,
it.
I was upset.
It threw the whole
me
thing off.
So I couldn't do this.
Threw the whole
Many
thing
have come
off.
to protest.
We-
Many to
you
pray,
missed out on this.
But most have come to participate
Right?
in what has become the best show in town.
Okay, that's
the
why you
whole
didn't hear
country.
that.
That's
why you didn't hear it.
That's why.
Because of me.
You've got Chris to
Thank
thank
you.
for that.
Thank you.
So thank you, Chris.
You're welcome, Pat Gray. You're so welcome.
Another lost half second that we'll never get back. We don't get that back.
You don't.
No. At
And
the
you
end of
keep
our lives, they say, with all those lost seconds that Chris cost you, here's an extra 4.5 years of your life. And we don't get that.
Well,
And some will say, if you let it,
at
know that
least
for sure?
4.5, maybe 5 years.
And you know that we don't get that back.
Don't get
You're
it back.
positive about that.
Positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
and some will say, if you just let it go, you would not wasted a minute 30
Well,
in just this.
Those
Okay,
are the
well, that's-
silly
that's
people
just
that
wrong.
don't
Oh,
care.
they don't care?
Yeah, they don't
Okay,
care.
got it.
They don't care.
Got it.
These people care because they tweeted us.
They do care.
Rowdy Introvert tweets, HQ is a much more subtle option that she probably should have kept.
Right.
And considering the manner in which she allegedly started her political career, well, I'll just say the jokes write themselves.
Yes, they do.
That's for sure.
Yes,
From
they do.
Trav Dockery, did Jeffy get those pills from TrumpRx? Which pills are we talking about?
Yes. I don't know if you know this.
It's probably my vitamins over here that I take.
Your
vitamins. Okay.
My vitamins.
I have vitamins.
No, they're right there. You just lift your arm. Lift your arm. Right there. That bottle right there. Is that TrumpRx bottle?
Don't worry about what I have over here.
Like Flintstone chewables.
Flintstone chewables, yes.
In a prescription
box.
box.
Yourself. That's what I have.
Okay, well, I won't. Travis is worried about what you're doing.
Hey, Travis, don't concern yourself, all right? Thanks, though. I appreciate it. But they're just vitamins.
Vitamins.
Get me through the day.
Vitamins, Pat.
Flintstone chewable one-a-day vitamins.
I already put it. I'm going to try to get them off TrumpRx, though. I'll tell you that.
Vitamin C, vitamin D.
From Adrian Slade, the funniest thing about the Trump accounts is that he had them name the IRS form 4547. I didn't know that. That's fun.
And we have the breakdown that you were trying to explain. We have a full screen of that.
It was. Okay. I was right, of course, and Jeffy was wrong. If you do the maximum contributions,
someone said 700,000. I think I heard 700,000.
I didn't say that. I said 300,000.
Okay.
I was 3,000 off. It's $303,800 is what you get if you do the maximum contributions you can make in that account that starts at $1,000 when your child is born.
Right.
So that's by 18. By 28, if you continue, it's $1,091,900.
Boy, good luck talking the 18-year-old.
Right. That'll be tough. Because I think they take full control of them at 18.
Yes, at 18 it becomes theirs.
And then you have to contribute, probably yourself.
Yes, you have to, yes.
So,
and anybody can contribute. So
yeah, anybody can contribute, right. But that 18-year-old?
No,
not a chance.
Absolutely not.
I bet there be under a dozen people who do that.
Yeah.
By 28? That's hard.
Because at 18, I'm spending it all.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. At 18, you're not mature enough to realize, you know what?
By 28,
I do this.
By 28, you're going to say, damn.
I could buy a heck of a nice house.
Yes.
Well, of course, then you'll probably get like a
garage,
half a bedroom, and half a bath.
Yeah, for $300,000.
Don't bog me down, please.
1.1 million.
Yeah.
But
still,
that's over $1 million if you wait till 28. Now, the minimum contributions would be like you don't give any money to it. It just grows
you just
on
get
its
the
own.
growth, yes.
5,800 by 18, 18,100 by 28, which is still not terrible.
It's not nothing.
No, right?
It's not nothing.
I mean,
it's free money.
Free money. Well, except it's not free.
It's not free.
Well, actually, we're not paying for it.
No, we're not.
That's by contributions.
Yes,
to that account.
And it's being put in by generous rich people.
Right.
So it's not us.
It's pretty
Dell
cool.
started it.
Really?
It's
what's
not.
the downside
what's
of that?
the downside?
It's Trump. It has 46, 48 on it. What is it that?
45, 47.
Yeah,
thank you.
45, 47 on the IRS thing. But the only downside is
really
that
nice.
I don't have a,
you don't have a little kid.
I need to have a new little kid.
Right.
Get the money.
Get to it, bro.
Is there a way to
get busy?
Yeah, you got 3 years.
I'll just make up a kid.
Okay.
Just make
that
up
would
a
not
kid.
surprise me. Why would I not?
We've
be
got to try to
surprised?
make up a kid and get the account.
Just commit fraud. That's all.
I know that's not really fraud.
Yes, isn't it?
No,
That's not really
what
fraud.
would you
I'm just
call
trying to help America out by taking that money and investing it.
Okay.
And
all right.
other projects.
Oh, good.
I already claimed one, my kid, the one that was born last year.
Did you get one?
I got one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because you do it when you file your taxes. Right at the bottom it says create a Trump account for the kid.
And why not?
Yes,
I was like,
why not?
yes.
Why would you not do that?
Right. If it's available,
Everybody's going to do that.
So I said yes, and then whenever they start, I think it's on the birthday. Yeah, it's on the birthday of America. That's when all those accounts will start activated.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
I mean, that's all.
That's great.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Now that you think about it, and you know it's not taxpayer money, what's the problem?
There is no problem.
There is none. No. So it's a great idea.
It is.
Huh.
Okay.
Make the maximum contribution and give the kid $303,000 when he's 18. That
Or
would
do
be
nothing.
a
And
nice
just say,
way to start.
Here's an extra $5,000.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. And if they could hold off, if they have some willpower and can hold off another 10 years and get over $1 million?
$1 million.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, that would.
Wow. Speaking of rich people, Sergey Brin's girlfriend apparently has an obtainable way. This is really obtainable because she's an influencer. She's a health influencer.
Of course she is.
And this is an obtainable way for all of us to get really healthy. She preaches this lifestyle, complete with yacht yoga, caviar breakfast, upscale grocery runs, and pricey skincare plugs.
That's hilarious.
Geraldine Gilbert Soto, who is dating the tech giant's co-founder, bills herself as a holistic health coach, maintaining her self-care routine while traveling on a luxury yacht.
Yeah.
Snapping photos of her toned physique and designer-packed closets and working out in a lavish home gym. In one of her Instagram videos, she flaunts her daily eating habits, which include eggs with a caviar-topped rice cake for breakfast.
Hello.
Claiming the posh fish eggs are good for you. And I'm sure they are, man.
Absolutely.
I can't get enough caviar in the morning. Can you?
No, on the little toast piece.
Yeah,
little toast with the egg.
Caviar
yes.
toast. I mean, you can keep your avocado toast. I like my caviar toast in the morning. That might sound elitist on the surface.
How?
But beluga caviar, while it can go for $500 an ounce, if you really look around and do some serious shopping, you can get it for about $200 an ounce.
You absolutely can.
And that's an incredible bargain.
Some places you can get even cheaper than that. I mean, there's been some...
Really?
Yeah, there's been some...
I haven't looked around that much.
Theft of caviar.
Oh,
yeah.
That's how you
So
get
there's
it
a sale
cheaper.
on the black market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man. So if you like caviar on your early morning rice cake, then this is the plan
Way
for
to
you.
go. After your yacht yoga.
Oh, my gosh. So this all includes, of course, again, the yoga on a yacht, pricey mineral water, daily sauna sessions to reduce inflammation, using more than $500 skincare light therapy masks, flying on a private jet, swapping everyday household products for upscale non-toxic versions, because you don't want the toxic stuff.
No, you do not.
You can get it Kohl's or something. You don't want that. Okay. Kohl's practically pays you to take their products. That's not what she's talking about here.
No, she is not. Kohl's.
So great.
She's never going ever there.
You know, the fun part about this is she probably thinks everybody lives like Sergey Brin because those are the only people she knows. She doesn't know anybody.
If you don't, why?
Right. Right. If you don't live like Sergey, that is on you.
It's on you. Why?
What's your problem? You're pathetic.
You're right. I'm sorry about you being you.
What are you, one of these like Glenn Beck bottom feeders?
Right.
Who only has 2 beautiful mansions and they're both in the United States. None of them are abroad. None of the Glenn Beck mansions are in France or, the Maldives.
No.
Or Dubai, which is really the hip place to go now.
Are you seeing pictures of the Beck yacht?
No, you're not.
No.
Just his beautiful life on the beach in Florida. That's all you're seeing.
That's it.
So I hope you don't have to slum it like that. But I bet you
Sergey says we have to be acceptable.
She doesn't know any of us little people.
No
where
way.
You're like, you know what, hun? Puddin'? I can't afford a pound of caviar.
She may look out the window of the limo and go, "Oh, that's a Kohl's." Maybe.
Jeez. That's fun though. Yeah, it's just fun. Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
And to think in a couple of years she'll kick Sergey to the curb.
Oh yeah.
And take about what, $2 billion?
Because what? Yes, probably
take about $2 billion because she's been accustomed to this lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So she still needs to be able to do that.
And Sergey must be getting up there by now, right? What is he?
I bet he is.
Mid-50s?
Is he in his
late 50s?
Is he in his 60s yet? I bet he is.
He looks pretty good for 60s.
Well,
he is.
I'm sure he's having
he's doing the
hot yoga on the yacht.
Right.
That's pretty. Right. You get a little young.
That is true. Yeah. When you're having caviar topped rice cakes for breakfast.
On top of whoever. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you definitely are. That's He's living pretty good.
Oh, man.
Sergey, he's 52.
52.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's
Younger than I thought.
He's got a lot of time.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of girlfriends to run through.
For sure.
Yeah.
So this one's, I don't know, she looks like she's 25 or something. But that's so great.
Yeah, that's pushing it.
You think 25 is pushing it?
Yeah. Because who's the last? Oh, Nicole Shanahan, our very own Nicole Shanahan. Was the last one, right? Yeah, was the last wife, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Right, that's right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, let's get Nicole on. Let's see how her caviar.
Yeah, let's see.
Days. Are those over now?
Let's see. Speaking of getting people on, we got Avi Loeb coming up at 7:30. Well, the bottom of this hour, if you're not listening live, because he's still talking about 3i Atlas and whether or not it's alien tech.
And I thought it was gone. I thought
it's not completely.
Gone.
It's not completely gone, and it's too bad that we didn't have a telescope closer to it. You know, one of the space telescopes that could have gotten right up close and personal. Because I'd love to see that. I mean, every shot we got was from hundreds of millions of miles away. So too bad. But we'll talk to him about that coming up. Still sticking to his story, while all the other physicists in the world have pretty much said, "No, come on, it's just a comet." That's all it is. And so we'll see we'll get his thoughts coming up here. Meanwhile, Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt was discussing the 4 Americans killed by illegal aliens this week.
This is another abhorrent example of the border crisis over the past 4 years, and it again exemplifies why the administration must continue and will always continue to fully back and support ICE and Border Patrol and law enforcement in their removal of illegal alien criminals from our country. For those who don't know, and all of you should report on it, 4 Americans were tragically killed and lost their lives this week yet again from an illegal alien, an individual who was paroled into the country by the Biden administration using the CBP One app, which they created like it was a magic pass for Disneyland. That's not how immigration in this country should work. And this illegal alien from Kyrgyzstan was traveling on an Indiana highway, and he failed to brake for a slowed semi-truck in front of him. He swerved into the lane, and he crashed into a van carrying 15 passengers, and 4 people were killed in that crash. This is another tragedy that could have been prevented if not for the wide open borders from the previous administration. That's why we now have a secure border. That's why this administration will continue to deport illegal aliens from our country. Thank you for being here.
Wow.
I mean, wow.
Yeah. She's right. Tell me what part of that is wrong, except for the fact that no human is illegal.
Thank you.
No human is illegal.
Right.
It just breaks my heart when they use that term.
Even if they use a CDL that is like looks like this,
especially then, okay, because that was set up for them by
it was
legitimate, well, not so legitimate president of the United States. Okay,
but Pat, I wanted to bring up an attention. If you look at the top of that CDL, non-domiciled CDL.
Yeah,
that's from California, right?
From California, yes.
Yeah,
I mean Pennsylvania. Sorry, rewind. Pennsylvania.
Domiciled.
Yes.
Jeez.
How is this possible?
I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot the phrase or what they were calling it was like the California companies that are issuing those.
Does he even speak English?
Probably not.
Can he follow road signs?
Probably not.
Well, obviously, on this one he just failed to stop. So,
wow. Okay. She also told the press that 0 illegal aliens were released into America.
0 illegal aliens were released into our homeland over the past 9 months. This is a truly remarkable achievement. Again,
it is
0 illegal aliens released into the country in 9 months.
9 months.
Is staggering, and it deserves more attention from all of you.
Boy, it does. Yes, it does. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that figure. I know it's really low, but I didn't know it was 0. That is fantastic. You talk about clamping down on the border. We never, this is one of those instances we've never seen before.
And that's one of the things, we don't have to play the clip, and I don't even know if we have it, but what Trump commented yesterday at the prayer breakfast about, they asked me if I was going to, get rid of Kristi Noem, and he was like, why would I do that? I mean, the border is zero. The border is 0. She's doing her job.
Right.
She's doing her job.
A great job. So... shut up.
Yeah.
Is what he should have said.
Thank you.
Apparently.
Well, he was at the prayer breakfast.
All right. Oh, well, yeah. That's probably a good consideration then.
And Carolyn, I know she's starting to look more and more pregnant as every day goes by.
Brother. Of course he had to.
I'm just saying.
Stop it.
Fisher.
I'm just saying.
She's not
I
blowing
didn't say it
up.
was bad. I just said she's starting to show her pregnancy.
No,
she's
having,
not.
She's having
She looks
that,
fine.
Joe,
she's
can
having
you
that
put something
pregnancy-
up there?
That pregnancy
great.
glow.
Let's see.
About her.
Let's see.
Let's see a still shot of Caroline.
No.
No.
Look
Shut
at that.
up.
Holy cow. That's unbelievable.
You are unbelievable.
Yes.
All right, guys, let me give you a quick PSA. If you forget about Valentine's Day flowers, that's a bad move. Trust me. This is why I always go with the Bouquets company every time. Bouquets delivers modern bouquets fresh to her door. Plus, with my code PAT, P-A-T, you get 25% off. Bouquets flowers are cut fresh from the best farms in the world, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. Got my wife a beautiful bouquet of roses this year, and they still look fantastic. I don't know, like a week or a week and a half later.
But Pat, my wife told me not to get her anything.
She doesn't
She
really
wanted
mean
nothing.
that, Jeffy. She does not mean that. She probably said it like that, too. Don't get me anything,
Don't give me anything.
Jeffrey.
No, I don't want anything.
And the best part is Bouquets makes it really easy. You pick the bouquet and the delivery date, and you're done. No last-minute panic. That's why Bouquets has over 50,000 five-star reviews. So, again, Valentine's Day is a week from tomorrow. So get that order in right now. Go to Bouquets.com. Use the promo code PAT for 25% off. That's B-O-U-Q-S. It's short for bouquets. Bouquets.com. Promo code PAT. Bouquets. Promo code PAT.
Subscribe today at blazetv.com/Pat. Pat Gray Unleashed. We'll be right back.
Got some tweets here. Mandalorian Patriot 2 tweets, I'm guessing the MJ movie ends before he turns into a white woman. Yeah. There's a photo of Michael Jackson with Jeffrey Epstein that shows the period where he turned into a white woman. There it is.
Yeah, there's one. Holy cow.
Look at that.
So you're saying the
He
movie
looks ghostly there.
Is in the movie's not going to cover that?
I don't think so.
You don't
think so?
Yoko Ono-ish there.
Yeah, it's really strange.
So would it cover this picture of MJ with Clinton? Would it cover this one?
Yeah.
It will?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's whiter than Clinton is. That's for sure. Look at that.
Wow. He had a pigment situation. Right?
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right. That's the story. We're sticking to it.
Okay. Oh, we are sticking to it.
17 years after his death. So, yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
So the movie's not going to cover either of those?
No.
I don't think
Nor
so.
the a lot of children.
Yeah, I don't think so. They showed him with the monkey, which we missed because the mom told him he was always special and the brightest.
Yeah.
And he was reading to the monkey.
Yeah.
And at that time in the film, that the clip they showed, the monkey was wearing a diaper.
There was doo-doo feces thrown all over the walls, the floor, the ceiling, and it stunk so bad.
That's, I'm guessing, why it was wearing a diaper.
That is one of my least favorite clips that you play endlessly. Please stop.
It's one of my favorites. It's one of my
we have
favorites.
to play
It's one of my
it.
favorites.
We have to.
of
We're
all
talking
time.
about
We don't
MJ,
have
and there's
to
the
play
monkey.
it.
Thank you, Joe. There's the monkey.
There's the monkey.
And he did.
There was doo-doo feces thrown all over
Stop.
the walls,
Stop.
the floor.
Okay. I got it. I got it on the doo-doo and feces. I got it.
My favorite, one of my favorite clips ever.
Ugh, I hate it. New Bum Turk tweets, Jeffy's #1 rule. Don't talk about my Percocet. By the way, do you have any Percocet?
No, I do not.
I was going to say, you don't take Percocet.
No, they don't even make it anymore.
He doesn't say take perks. How did you pronounce it? What did you say? Percocet?
There was doo-doo.
Or Percocet.
Yeah, there you
go. Gen X Kid tweets, you must realize that these Trump accounts are a giveaway to Wall Street, similar to our 401k system.
No.
Okay.
A, I don't hate Wall Street just because it's Wall Street. B, how are they a giveaway to Wall Street? How is that? because
Okay,
they
so
get to
they're
invest
investing-
the
they
money.
get to invest the
They
money,
invest the money.
invest
Well,
the
if the
money.
money isn't there when you try to claim it at 18, okay, then we're going to have a problem. But he says if you've been listening to Glenn recently, you've learned the citizen doesn't actually own any of these securities or accounts.
Okay, well,
calm down. Calm down. I didn't
we
realize
didn't say
we were-
anything. We were
you
just-
calm down.
Thank you. We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
We were just talking it out.
I didn't realize we got over the top
We didn't. We were just
on
talking
the Trump
it out.
accounts.
Trying to figure out where the money is coming from,
Yeah.
how much people could get in the end.
Right. Right.
It was a nice thing.
And if the money's not there, then yeah, that's going to be a real problem. I'm guessing the money will be there because the money's still in my 401k account. I don't know. Did you lose
Right,
yours?
and even in
you're a
the
little
end,
pissed about it?
if all that's there is the 1,000 that was in there in the beginning, that's what you get.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Had we listened to George W. Bush back in the early 2000s, and we would have privatized Social Security and been able to invest in the awful, evil
Street.
Wall Street,
Yeah.
you'd have multiple. I mean, you'd have thousands and thousands of millionaires that took advantage of Wall Street.
Right.
And took their investment that would have gone to the government, and instead they've invested it. We'd be in a way better position than we are right now.
Yes.
But that, of course, did
not happen.
Wait, that did not happen?
That did not happen.
Oh, man.
No, because the Democrats were like, they're taking away your Social Security. No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Hey, you don't even have to do it. In fact, if you were at retirement age when this was proposed, you couldn't do it. It's just agonizing. It's really agonizing. Also,
And
let me
yet, that's where it is.
And that's, yes. Frank Johnson's alter ego. Let me give you this real quick because we got Avi coming up in a minute here. There are trillions of galaxies that have trillions of stars in the universe, and everyone thinks that a superior intelligence is visiting us. What are the chances? No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
What are the chances?
They're pretty good. Pretty good. Avi Loeb, next.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Great to have you with us. And it is great to have Avi Loeb joining us this morning. Israeli and American theoretical physicist. Works on the astrophysics and cosmology at Harvard. He's a Frank B. Baird Jr. Professor of Science at Harvard. Founded the Department of Astronomy from 2011 to 2020. And he founded the Black Hole Initiative in 2016. That sounds fascinating.
It does. It does. He was on last time we found out he didn't have anything to do with Cosmopolitan. So, Avi, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thanks for having me. It's a great pleasure.
Absolutely.
What was the Black Hole Initiative?
Right. So that was the first center worldwide to focus on the study of black holes. You know, black holes are the ultimate prison. Anything that gets into them cannot get out. Sort of like Las Vegas, whatever happens inside
stays.
Right.
Yeah.
People do leave Las Vegas, though.
But people do, but what they do there is not. At any event, in a black hole, nothing can escape. Even light cannot escape. So the question is, can we observe them? And the answer is yes. And in fact, this center that I founded took an image of a black hole 3 years later. It's basically a silhouette. There is a gas glowing behind it like wallpaper.
Right.
And that glow is being absorbed by the black hole. So you see a silhouette, you see a shadow of the black hole. And that image was taken. So now we know that they exist, black holes. And also we see them all the way to the edge of the universe, either because gas falling to them gets very hot and we can see it shining, or because whenever two of them come together, they merge, they generate ripples in space and time that propagate all the way to us, so we can measure them.
Wow.
The LIGO experiment detected that in 2015.
So fascinating. Plus, we've discovered that there's a black hole at the center of virtually every galaxy, right, including our own.
Yes, I do not advise going there unless you are curious what's inside. Because, it's obviously if you have a limited time left for your life, that's an amazing journey. But you can never come back alive out of that, because near the center of a black hole, there is a very strong tidal gravitational field that basically tears your body apart. And nobody can escape that. So,
that's not good.
So it's not a good idea to get into a black hole.
So if I were to finally arrive...
Then you'd just be torn apart. So you wouldn't get to see what's in the black hole. Dang it.
Yeah, but there are benefits being close to the black hole, because it's a perfect source of clean energy. You can get you can convert rest mass to radiation, and also time is slowing down close to a black hole. So you can imagine a beauty salon where you will always look young relative to your relatives that are far away. It's an amazing environment. And those supermassive black holes are bigger than the solar system. They're huge. They contain somewhere between 1 million and 10 billion times the mass of the sun. So they're huge. And then there are the small ones that are produced by a massive star collapsing. By the way, just recently I had been a co-author on a study that we basically have evidence for a star that disappeared. It's in the nearest galaxy called Andromeda, the sister galaxy.
It disappeared, went into the black hole.
Yeah, exactly. The star finished its nuclear fuel and then collapsed into a black hole. So it sort of disappeared, and we saw it in real time. So that's
cool.
Quite amazing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's cool. Real time from 2.5 million years ago, right?
Yeah.
So
it happens all the time. The Milky Way has a graveyard of stars that died by now. The sun will die in 7.6 billion years. The sun will turn into an object the size of the Earth. When it dies, when it consumes its nuclear fuel, it's just like a nuclear reactor. At some point, the fuel will be consumed, and that's it. It will cool and contract to what is called the white dwarf. It's sort of
that's not going to happen.
An object the size of the Earth. So, the Milky Way is full. The graveyard of the Milky Way is full of corpses of stars like the sun, but also of black holes. There are of order 100 million of them, and there are billions of white dwarfs, the kind of end state of the sun in the distant future.
Fascinating.
Sure is.
We wanted to talk to you, though, about 3i Atlas, because you've still been following that, and it's still fascinating and doing some weird things that, so many physicists and astronomers are saying, no, it's just a regular comet. Don't worry about it. There's still some really unusual things that lead you to believe it's possible. I don't know if it's likely, but it's possible it's alien tech, right?
Yeah, well, for example, there were 34 images obtained by the Hubble Space Telescope over the past 2 months. And when we analyzed them, we removed the spherical glow around the nucleus of these objects. So what was left is actually jets that we could see coming out of the nucleus, and there are 3 mini jets coming, separated equally from each other by 120 degrees projected on the sky. And that kind of asymmetry is difficult to understand as a result of a random, sublimation of pockets of ice on the surface of a rock. Why would it be so symmetric? And then there is this anti-tail, which is headed towards the sun, opposite to the direction where you see usually cometary tails that are pushed away from the sun by the solar radiation. So, and also, we see organic molecules around it, which leads to the question, is there life in it? Are there microbes? Because, that's one way, if you wanted to spread life throughout the Milky Way galaxy or the universe, a cheap way to do that would be to basically, imagine we discovered 3i Atlas back on July 1st, 2025, and then the space agencies would decide as a matter of priority to send a spacecraft that will intercept it. And that was possible. And then if it intercepts it, it could deposit a capsule with microbes in it, and there are all the nutrients there. So you just need a source of heat, which can be provided by some radioactive material that you put in the capsule.
If we could have done that.
And then this thing would carry on the microbes to interstellar space at 60 kilometers per second, which is twice the speed of the fastest rockets that we ever launched. And it would bring it, potentially, this life, it would seed other planetary systems when it goes through them, because it evaporate when it comes close to other stars.
So you believe that it's just searching for other life forms to get to it.
It could be a way of spreading seeds, just like the dandelion flower does.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
So I think I read an article where you mentioned like 3 sort of jet-like things in the back of this that might be a power source?
Yeah, so these are the mini jets that I just mentioned. It could be used for to stabilize a technological object. You know, when we think about 3A Atlas, surely there are signatures of a comet. Obviously, we see a plume of gas, we see some dust around it, but there are also anomalies, and I listed 18 of them. And the question is, could it be a Trojan horse? You know, that it looks completely innocent, but inside of it there is some technology.
If we were to,
because it's unusual in the sense that it came in the plane of the planets around the sun to within 5 degrees, and that's a chance of 1 in 500. And it's also coming very close to Mars and Jupiter. So the question is whether that was all designed. And I think we should always examine each and every future object. By now, it's clear that the size of the object, the diameter is 2.6 kilometers, which is pretty large. You know, this object is 20,000 times more massive than the first one, and this is the third one, and it's 20,000 times more massive than Oumuamua, the one that was discovered in 2017. And so it's so big and also moving faster than all the previous objects. So it has a lot of unusual features. And the question is whether, it was sent by some intelligence targeting the inner solar system.
What are the odds that it was sent by aliens?
I would say it's most likely a natural object, but maybe at the level of tenths of percent, I would still consider that possibility. But of course, we're not done yet, because it will come close to Jupiter on March 16th. And if it deploys anything near Jupiter, it comes exactly at the distance where Jupiter's gravity dominates, which is very surprising. Why would it come exactly at that distance? If it deploys anything, if there are any objects breaking off 3A Atlas, then of course everything will change.
Right.
So I'm just waiting a few more months until we get all the data on it before I give a final rank for the chance that it's technological.
Okay.
All right. I love it. I can't wait. I will say this. I don't know what you're doing with your time. I was looking at your book releases, and Extraterrestrial was in 2021 and Interstellar was in 2023. You've done nothing since. What are you doing?
I actually wrote a third book, and it's now with the publisher MIT Press, and hopefully it will come out within a year. There is also a Netflix documentary about the same subject that my third book is about, which is the expedition. I took an expedition to the Pacific Ocean to study the materials from an interstellar meteor. That's a small object, roughly 0.5 meter in size, that collided with Earth back in 2014.
Wow.
And we went there to see if it's a Voyager-like meteor, if we can find materials from it that indicate potentially that it's technological in origin, because it was very fast. It had a high material strength. It didn't disintegrate until it came really down through the atmosphere, despite its high speed.
And that's a Netflix documentary? Is it available now?
Yes. Not yet. Hopefully in 2026.
All right.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
And where can people go to find more of your fascinating information?
So I'm writing an essay almost every day on medium.com. So you can just search for AVI-LOEB, that's my first and last name, .medium.com. And then just last week, I established several social media platforms, one on YouTube, Spotify, and X. And the reason I did that is because other people were producing fake videos using AI to generate them that speak in my voice and provide misinformation. So I decided the only way for me to cope with that is providing authentic content on the same platforms. And you can already see that the one on YouTube, the new channel that I established, has 9 videos by now, and there are already 16,000 subscribers just within a week, and also 50,000 views for many of these videos. So it's gaining momentum, and I hope that this would be a good way of sort of finding a way to remove fake content from those platforms. Right. This is the problem that we will face in the future with AI.
That's for sure. Avi, fascinating as always. Appreciate it.
Yeah, good to see you.
Looking forward to talking to you again. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Are you being lied to? Wall Street insists the only way to have enough money to retire is to put your life savings into a 401k or an IRA and then roll the dice. That might be great for some, but you might want to have something a little more reliable, and that is Bank on Yourself, which has never had a losing year in something like 165 years. It's really unbelievable. Plus, with this system, with Bank on Yourself, you'll know your tax rate during your retirement. It'll be 0 under current tax law, which protects you from any increase in taxes that might be on the way. You get access to your money for emergencies and opportunities with no questions asked. There are no government penalties or restrictions on how much or when you can take it. And when you use your money, it keeps growing like you never touched it. Try doing that with a 401k or an IRA. You can't. Your money is guaranteed to grow by a larger dollar amount every year in both good times and bad. So you can get a free report on this that shows you how you can bank on yourself and enjoy tax-free retirement income, guaranteed growth, and control of your money. Just go to bankonyourself.com/unleashed and get your free report. That's bankonyourself.com/unleashed. And you can go through it and see if it's right for you. bankonyourself.com/unleashed.
Gray Unleashed.
All right. So are we just trying to be on the kidnapper side for Savannah Guthrie's mom?
No, we're not.
I mean,
no.
Is that what we're doing here on this program today?
We're not doing that.
I mean,
no. So let's talk about it.
Holy cow. We have timelines. We have new timelines. The sheriff broke down some stuff yesterday. She's still missing as far as I know.
Nancy
we haven't
Guthrie,
found her.
Savannah Guthrie's mother, still missing.
Yeah.
There's a $50,000 reward.
FBI has put out a $50,000 reward if you have any information leading to her recovery or the arrest and conviction of the people involved in her disappearance. $50,000.
All right. Well, good. So what's the latest on this thing?
Okay.
Wasn't there another... or at least more information about the ransom note is coming out.
Yes,
right?
We have more information about that. We know that what we surmised yesterday, that the reason they put out the video that we played for you was because they were coming up on a deadline. That was true. Mm-hmm. Deadline was yesterday, and the video obviously the day before. But they obviously missed that deadline, and in the email that was the ransom email. It gave them a second date if they missed the first date. As a ransom person, do you do that? I mean, that's weird to me, right? I mean, if I kidnap you and I send a ransom email to your family and I say, I want $50,000 for Pat Gray, and I want $50,000 by Monday. If you miss Monday, okay, by
maybe
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
by Wednesday, it's going to cost you $52,000. I don't think it's weird to me.
It is kind of weird,
a little strange, but that's what they said. And the timelines have kind of changed a little bit, and some of the information, as always happens, changes. Like she didn't go to church. It wasn't the church lady that came to the house. She went to church. She was familiar with online churches.
Yeah, Zoom church, yeah.
And so it was...
So she just Zoom watched the
church. But she had to log in.
service.
She had to log in so they knew that she was there. And they knew it was her, her account watching the church service.
So did a congregant in the church know that she wasn't logged in that day? Or
see, that's the thing, because on the timeline from the sheriff... He said like she didn't, she didn't attend the church, and then the family came over to check on her,
right?
And she wasn't there.
So the family dropped her off the night before.
Yeah,
and then I guess she didn't show up for church, is
on
what
Zoom.
they were trying to say. And so then they went to the house, and that's where.
But
then they called 911.
That's not true.
Then when they called that's when they called 911.
But it wasn't somebody from church.
It was
it?
right. It was not somebody from church.
So completely inaccurate information.
And they had a video cam.
Yes,
at the
mom.
house that I guess had the subscription.
They had no subscription to save the footage. So when the other alert came on, it deleted. There was supposedly either a person or an animal
that set it off.
That set it off.
But that was early. I don't know if we have the picture of the timeline, but that was the one timeline they gave was in the middle of the night or early morning, like 1 o'clock in the morning.
I heard the Ring bell was disabled. Is that true?
I did not hear that from the sheriff yesterday.
Okay.
And then the next one was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Where it set off, right?
Yes.
So the whole...
And then the neighbor just came out and said there was a white van that parked in the neighborhood for a week before this incident.
Oh, wow.
And then we did have an arrest. You can go ahead and put that picture up.
Okay.
We did have an arrest yesterday. And this person is a imposter ransom demander.
Yeah, he has nothing to do with it, though, right?
He has nothing to do with it, but he was sending text messages to Savannah.
Moron.
So he
just
was
wanted
arrested.
to see if they would respond.
Yeah.
Okay, moron.
And they did.
And
they
arrested. And so did the FBI. So congratulations.
So congratulations.
So here's the thing, and then what we had talked about, like the pacemaker stopped syncing up with the Apple Watch. It's been almost a week now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not good. It doesn't seem good.
Look good.
And according to TMZ, the first deadline, you guys talked about how if the met yesterday, then the money goes up. And then if the deadline on Monday is not met, stronger consequences will happen.
So what does that mean? I mean, I honestly, I don't know. They've got plenty of people involved. I mean, Trump
Everybody's
obviously
involved.
made the call to Savannah and said, whatever you need, we're going to do. Try to get your mom back, which,
which is really cool.
It's very cool.
Especially from somebody who's not a friend to the president. That's really cool.
What?
Yeah.
Savannah Guthrie? She's friends to everyone.
No.
Savannah's friends to everyone.
Not the president.
On NBC News.
Yeah, we had the statement from the president.
Okay.
Jeffy, I spoke with Savannah Guthrie and let her know that I'm directing all federal law enforcement to be at the families and local law enforcement complete disposal immediately.
There we go.
There it is.
I mean, that's perfect. And we knew that. I mean, NBC reported that, right?
Yes.
That he did that after the interview with the guy.
Yes.
So, I mean, they didn't have to even mention that.
Right. So there's apparently new video from Nancy Guthrie's son. So this is Savannah's brother.
Yes.
He's the one that was in the video with them.
Yeah, and said almost nothing.
Right.
But
Looked
now
like
he has
didn't want
something
to be
to
there.
say.
Okay.
But he had something to say to the kidnappers.
Yes.
All right.
This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking
Cameron.
for the Guthrie family.
Okay.
Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting.
They really
for
need
contact.
proof of life.
That's pretty important.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, too, that no one has contacted them directly.
Right.
That's very
That
weird.
is so weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I mean, there's a lot of people coming up with ideas of what could have happened.
No, on the internet?
Yeah.
No way.
I don't believe that.
No,
Well,
you're
it's true.
stupid. No.
People would never just start coming up with things and throwing them out there.
Like what,
They want to be
Fisher?
more responsible than
do.
that.
They
You know
do.
what I mean? People
A lot of
are
people do.
worried about being irresponsible and
'Cause it'd be
throwing out some
irresponsible.
wild theory.
It'd be irresponsible to say, well, it's the brother-in-law and the sister.
Yeah, it would. It
Savannah,
really would.
Savannah's sister.
And I'm sure nobody's saying
Nope.
that, right?
Nobody is saying
Nobody's
that.
saying Well, a few people might be saying it. Huh.
Yeah, a couple
What a
people
surprise.
that I know, actually. We've talked about that. Let's hope that it doesn't fall back on Savannah. That could never happen, right?
That would be
Holy
something else.
cow.
But it's not going to. It's not going to fall back
Holy
on
cow.
Savannah. Yeah.
I
I mean, weirder things have happened.
I know.
Can't think of one
I
right
know.
now, but I'm sure something weird.
No, Pat, come on. Think about it. Give me something.
No, I can't think of anything weirder that it would have been Savannah Guthrie
It's a
kidnapping
Netflix
her mom.
special. All wrapped up in one.
Do we know if she
that's for
really
sure.
wanted to do the Olympics?
Oh, right,
Maybe she
her
didn't
way,
want
I
to do the
know.
Olympics.
We should look into her previous statements. What'd she tweet 5 years ago?
Thank you.
What did
About
she
her
tweet
mom. About her
15
mom.
years ago?
Never
About
mind
her
those
mom.
pictures.
About her mom or the Olympics.
Thank you.
Or her mom in the Olympics.
Thank you.
What'd she say about it? My mom should be in the Olympics and she's not, and I'm pissed. So maybe that's
Why
the
would that-
deal.
So I'm going to get rid of
So
her?
I'm going to kidnap her.
Okay.
See if I can get some money out of the International Olympic
Now, if they
Committee.
do it, though, did they take some medicine with them? I mean, does she still have her medications? The whole thing is...
You would think if they're trying to get money that they would make sure they keep her alive.
Right, so they would have taken medication. That should have been part of the investigation at the house, right? We haven't heard anything
And maybe
about
it was, and they just haven't talked
heard.
about
Right.
it. I don't know. All right, well, some weird stuff. Maybe
Proof of
we'll
life
have
needs to happen.
Maybe we'll have more answers on
We
Monday.
will, overtime.
See you then.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.